Air travel connects our world, turning distant dreams into reachable destinations in just hours. The thrill of takeoff and the trust we place in these machines are built on engineering, maintenance, and the dedication of aviation professionals. Safety is the top priority, upheld by rigorous training and constant vigilance from pilots, engineers, and crews. Behind every smooth flight is a network of experts, air traffic controllers, weather forecasters, and operations centers, working in harmony. This system's true strength is revealed not when things go right, but when the unexpected happens. In rare emergencies, the training and professionalism of the aviation community turn potential crises into stories of success. These moments remind us why we trust those who guide us through the skies. On a warm summer evening in July 2025, Dulles International Airport was alive with the energy of travelers from all walks of life. The terminal echoed with the sounds of rolling suitcases, last-minute boarding calls, and the excited chatter of families and business travelers alike, all eager to begin their journeys. Among the crowd were 129 passengers, each with their own stories and destinations, all bound for Munich on United Airlines Flight 914. Some were heading home, others off to new adventures or important meetings, but all shared the anticipation of crossing the Atlantic together. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner's dedicated crew of 11 moved with practiced efficiency, preparing the aircraft for the long journey ahead. Flight attendants checked supplies and safety equipment, while pilots reviewed their flight plans and coordinated with ground staff. Inside the cabin, passengers stowed their luggage, found their seats, and settled in for what they expected to be a routine transatlantic flight. Some browsed in-flight magazines, while others texted loved ones one last time before takeoff. In the cockpit, the captain and first officer meticulously completed their pre-flight checks, reviewing weather conditions, confirming their route, and ensuring every system was ready for departure. Their focus was unwavering, knowing the responsibility that rested on their shoulders. As the jet taxied to the runway, the captain's calm voice came over the intercom, welcoming everyone aboard and wishing them a pleasant journey. The familiar safety video played, a ritual that signaled the adventure was about to begin. With clearance from air traffic control, the Dreamliner surged down the runway, engines roaring as it lifted gracefully into the evening sky, leaving the bustling airport behind. Passengers gazed out their windows at the twinkling city lights below, watching as the world shrank beneath them. For many, it was a moment of reflection, excitement, or simply the start of a long-awaited trip. The flight began smoothly, with a peaceful atmosphere settling over the cabin as flight attendants moved through the aisles, serving drinks and reassuring nervous flyers. But high above the Atlantic, the crew would soon face a challenge no one on board could have predicted. The stage was set for a true test of skill, teamwork, and the rigorous training that every member of the United crew had undergone. Just minutes after takeoff, the calm of the cockpit was shattered as urgent alerts suddenly lit up the instrument panels. Warning lights flashed and alarms sounded, signaling that something was seriously wrong with the aircraft. The pilots, instantly alert, scanned their displays to pinpoint the source of the problem. It quickly became clear. One of the engines was experiencing a critical malfunction. The engine's performance readings dropped and abnormal vibrations were detected, indicating a potentially dangerous situation. The pilots, drawing on years of rigorous training and experience, immediately took control of the situation. Their first priority was to keep the aircraft stable, so they focused on flying the plane while simultaneously running through the emergency checklist, step by step, to address the engine issue. Working together with calm precision, the flight crew communicated clearly and efficiently. Their teamwork was crucial as they diagnosed the problem, shut down the affected engine, and ensured the remaining systems were functioning properly. At the same time, communication with air traffic control became absolutely vital. The pilots relayed their situation, making it clear that the emergency was serious. With one engine out, the safest option was to return to Dulles International Airport as soon as possible. the aircraft was still heavy with fuel, which made the approach and landing more challenging. The crew had to carefully plan every step of the emergency landing, considering the extra weight and the reduced power from having only one engine. The captain prepared to declare a Mayday, the international distress signal that indicates a life-threatening emergency. This would alert everyone on the ground to be ready for a possible crisis. Every decision made in the cockpit was guided by one priority: the safety of the 129 passengers and 11 crew members on board. Flight attendants began preparing the cabin, reassuring passengers, and reviewing emergency procedures. The pilots' training, discipline, and composure would now be put to the ultimate test as they managed the crisis, balancing technical skill with clear-headed decision-making. In these tense moments, the fate of everyone on board hung in the balance. The next actions of the crew would determine the outcome of this emergency, and every second counted. Mayday is aviation's universal distress call, reserved for the gravest emergencies. Originating from the French Venez Mayday, come help me, it instantly commands priority and silence on the airwaves. Pilots repeat it 3 times to ensure clarity, then state their aircraft, location, and emergency. When United's captain declared Mayday, air traffic control cleared the skies and focused entirely on the distressed flight. Emergency services mobilized, ready for the aircraft's return. The Mayday call activated a network of support, turning crisis into coordinated action. For the crew, it was the first step in regaining control and ensuring everyone's safety. After the Mayday call, teamwork became the lifeline of the entire operation. In moments like these, every second counts, and every action matters. The crew instantly shifted into high gear, each member knowing exactly what was expected of them. In the cockpit, the captain maintained steady control of the aircraft, focusing on flying the plane safely, while the first officer managed the complex systems and handled all communications with air traffic control. Together, they worked through emergency checklists with unwavering precision, double-checking every step to ensure nothing was overlooked. This clear division of labor, known as crew resource management, is designed to maximize safety. It allows the pilots to share information, cross-check decisions, and support each other under pressure, ensuring that no detail slips through the cracks. Meanwhile, in the cabin, flight attendants, briefed by the pilots, swiftly moved into action. They calmly informed passengers about the situation, demonstrated emergency procedures, and prepared the cabin for a possible emergency landing, all while maintaining a reassuring presence. Their composure and professionalism helped keep panic at bay, creating a sense of order and calm that allowed the pilots to focus fully on the task at hand. On the ground, air traffic controllers played a crucial role. They cleared a safe path through the skies, provided the crew with vital updates, and coordinated emergency response teams, ensuring that help would be ready the moment the plane touched down. Every role, from the pilots in the cockpit to the controllers in the tower and the crew in the cabin, was executed with flawless coordination and focus. The entire operation unfolded like a symphony, each person playing their part, communicating clearly, and working together toward a single goal. There was no room for panic, only focused professional action and mutual support. This seamless collaboration, built on training and trust, is what makes aviation so resilient in the face of crisis. It's a testament to the dedication and skill of everyone involved. In the end, the ultimate goal is always the same: a safe outcome for all on board and a story of teamwork that makes all the difference. With a clear path home, the United pilots prepared the heavy 787 for landing, burning off excess fuel in a holding pattern. Emergency crews lined the runway, ready for any outcome. Inside, flight attendants kept passengers calm and prepared for landing. The pilots expertly guided the jet on one engine, their training evident in every move. The approach was smooth, tension filled the cabin, but trust in the crew prevailed. The Dreamliner touched down gently, slowed safely, and taxied to a stop. All 129 passengers and 11 crew were unharmed. The emergency was over. Everyone was safely back on the ground. The safe landing wasn't luck. It was the result of relentless training. Pilots spend countless hours in simulators, practicing emergencies until their responses are second nature. When the engine failed, they knew exactly what to do, running checklists and communicating with control without hesitation. Flight attendants, too, are highly trained for emergencies, from evacuations to first aid. Their calm leadership kept the cabin orderly, freeing the pilots to focus. This event shows why aviation invests so heavily in preparation. Every safe outcome is built on thousands of hours of unseen practice. The expertise of the crew was the most important safety feature on board. Training turned a potential disaster into a controlled, safe landing. The United Airlines emergency was a masterclass in teamwork. In the cockpit, the captain and first officer worked as one, cross-checking actions and sharing the workload. Flight attendants and pilots communicated clearly, keeping passengers informed and calm. Air traffic controllers provided critical support, clearing the way and coordinating emergency response. The airline's operations center monitored and stood ready to assist. This network of professionals, united by a shared goal, ensured safety. Technology played its part, but it was human collaboration that saved the day. Aviation's true strength lies in people working together seamlessly. The United flight's safe return is a lesson in the power of preparedness. Aviation plans for the worst, with backups, checklists, and rigorous training for every crew member. Modern aircraft are built for resilience, but it's the people who make the difference. The pilot's quick thinking, the crew's calm, and the controller's guidance turned crisis into routine. This culture of readiness is why air travel is so safe. Even in emergencies, layers of safety and professionalism protect every passenger. The event is a tribute to human skill and teamwork. When we fly, we're in the hands of dedicated experts, heroes of the everyday.